Live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, welcome back to Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. You know, if you watch us here every weekday, starting at 1 p.m. throughout the afternoon, we have a number of different segments that we cover on all kinds of different topics, whether that's deeper dives with reporters or breaking news, or sometimes we talk about shows that air on Fox 12 that you may be watching. One of those being The Masked Singer. Yes, The Masked Singer, which does air here. And of course, every week on Wednesday evening, you get to find out who the latest Masked Singer is, and then they leave the show. We've been doing this for a couple of weeks in a row now, and this week we found out that Sir Lion is Billy Bush from Extra. So one thing about this, just behind the scenes, we don't know who this is going to be either. So these interviews are done in the morning on Thursday. So today is Thursday, the day after it happens. We don't know who it is until you know who it is. So that's how secretive they are with these things. And today I found out I was interviewing Billy Bush. So I sat down with him virtually here earlier today to talk about his experience on the show. And that's where I started off, is asking what prompted him to want to go on a show and wear a giant mask and then sing in front of millions of people. So that's how we start off. Here it is, Billy Bush on Fox 12 Now.
I have no idea. Now that you mention it, like, it sounds horrifying. Why did I do that? I don't know. I regret the whole experience. I'm kidding. It was about getting out of the comfort zone. I mean, I come in here to this cushy situation every day, and it really doesn't, I love it, but it's not scary. And I thought something scary might be fun and interesting. And the fact that they invited me was kind of cool. And then they showed me the costume, and I said, now that's like Beauty and the Beast all in one. That's a sexy lion. He's like got some Fabio elements to him. And, so I just said, this has got to happen. And then honestly, Greg, I thought about the reveal when my kids were sitting on the couch watching, and then they put it together. And I caught that moment on camera last night, so I've got it for Extra this evening. It's going to be great.
Well, and that's part of the thing too. I mean, with that costume, I was wondering, they choose the costume for you. So you got a pretty sweet costume, I got to say, out of all the ones that have ever been on there. They're all great.
Oh, yeah, like the gumball machine. Hey, look, I'm a gumball machine. I mean, I would have been like, right. No, I do not get in the gumball machine. But they said, we've got something that we think fits you perfectly and your personality, the whole thing. I said, oh, God, what is it going to be? And they said, this line. Wow. Ooh, what a compliment.
Well, and you mentioned, your kids not knowing. I mean, and that is one of those things too. Like, it is so secretive on this. I hadn't even realized until just over these last couple of weeks with interviews how secretive. So your family didn't know. What was that reaction like? And I know that it sounds like we might get to see that on Extra, but being there to actually capture that moment, that's got to be a pretty amazing feeling.
It's really, to get away with it was amazing. I will say this: one daughter came with me. She was kind of having a difficult period, and I said, you know what? I'm allowed to bring one person to something I'm doing. I whispered it, and she went, oh my gosh! So she was having a difficult period. So it lifted her spirits. She came, she watched me, she was in the audience, and she got to keep the secret with me. And then she helped put on the event last night where we could roll the cameras on the rest of the family.
That's incredible. I mean, and
cool.
Let me ask you this though, too, just on the singing side of things, what was it about Frank Sinatra, and picking that song in particular?
Well, I didn't really pick it. They came to me and said, how would you feel about Love and Marriage? We want to get that into the show. I said, oh, sure. I think that's actually kind of basic, right? It's pretty simple. So I said, well, now that'll limit my chances of falling flat on my face. And so I took it. And I love Frank. I mean, I wanted to pick up a martini in my paws and whip that down while I was out there. It's a great song.
Difficult with the mask on, but that would be impressive if you somehow figured that out. So can we anticipate a future Billy Bush stadium tour of performances?
Yeah, it's called Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Live with the Lion, or an album, Greg. A lot of people are asking me online, when does the album drop? We'll see. But as for now, the Lion sleeps tonight.
Well, keep them wanting more. Okay, Extra, season 30, amazing 30 seasons of anything is just astounding. But this show, I mean, just keeps going, keeps getting better, and always is there. So what's it like, being a part of something that's just such an institution?
It really is. It's almost as old as I am, and I can't believe it. We keep daring them to cancel us every year. We say, "Go ahead, we dare you to cancel us," and they can't do it. They cannot quit us. And by the way, we're on fire. Have you seen the ratings in Portland? This show, I can't believe there's people in Portland. That many people sit down to watch us. They're huge.
It is. It is. We're doing pretty good up here, and extra is a big part of that.
Yeah,
so, absolutely. Well, Billy, anything you want to say to your
ratings juggernaut? Somewhere the sales manager's like, "We are? What is he talking about?"
Yeah, I know, right? The sales team is watching this and being like, "Okay, stop talking about it." So Billy, for all your fans out there, do you have any last words, just for them from your performance, just to inspire them going forward?
Yeah, like if you're worried about something, or like you want to do something, you think you want to do it, but you're scared, say what to fear, and do it. Like, just you feel so much better afterwards. I was very happy to get out of my comfort zone and try something that was risky. So I hope if that's happening in your life, you get that opportunity. Do it.
Fantastic, Billy. You're awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Greg. Take care, babe.
All right. Take care, babe. So Billy Bush, again, right here on Fox 12 Now. So each week we're planning on bringing you whoever the masked singer was the day after they were removed from the show. We don't know who that's going to be, but I'm expecting next week we'll have the same thing going on. So who knows? It is a mystery to everybody. But thank you for joining us again. Fox 12 Now, we cover a lot of different things here on this show. So coming up here at 2:30 p.m., you may have heard the story about the firefighter in Southern Oregon who has rescued a puppy that was in a fire. The puppy is okay. The puppy is in the interview. We're going to be talking to the firefighter and Smokey the dog coming up at 2:30 p.m. And if there's ever breaking news here as well, we cover light stories like the Masked Singer. We cover intense, heavy stories as well. So we've got a lot of stuff here that we do with Fox 12 Now anytime between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. So I thank you for joining me for this segment. And again, download the app and you can take a look across the board of the different things that we do cover here with this show. But we'll take a break. We'll reset. I'll see you at 2:30. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.